Okay, we're going to talk about how to send a newsletter. I've got the screen intentionally small so that you can't see any subscriber email lists, but when you log in, your screen is going to look something like this. If it forced you over to the new view, your menu might be on the left side, or if you've chosen that newer one. This is the classic version, so that's what it looks like at the time of this recording in 2026. But I have a feeling we'll all have a left sidebar menu before too long. All right, so to send a newsletter, this is your front screen. You can get there from a different couple ways, but the easiest way to get there is by going through send and broadcasts. And then you're going to, over here on the right side, I can make this bigger now since maybe it won't let me. I can make this smaller so you can see everything. You're going to click on new broadcast, or you can, what I will often do, obviously on the first one, it's going to be your new broadcast. But if you wanted to send one that's very similar to something you've sent before, you can click on these three dots and you can duplicate it. So if you have a template or an email that you like to send a lot and you're happy with it, you can do it that way. Or again, just come over and start a new broadcast. Now, when you get to new broadcasts, these are if you've created some type of template, or if you want to use one of their templates, you will find those here. Sometimes it's easier to just go with the text only option. Sometimes you want something pretty. You can create your own template and then it's there all the time so that you can use it. I like simple, so I will often go with this type, but if you like something with more pictures or depending on what you're trying to do, they do have some templates here for you to use. So you can always just start with something very plain, text only. That is the easiest, and then it's just going to give you a blank document basically. So you're going to type in the hi and welcome, whatever your title is, first newsletter. The preview text is what they see in their inbox in that first line. So open for news or whatever you want it to say. And then you start adding your content. So you can just write whatever you want, blah, 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 blah. But you're probably going to want to add some bells and whistles in it. So the easiest thing to do, I like to do personalization. And I do this one, include the subscriber's first name and a greeting if it exists. If it doesn't, then it just says hello there. So you can add that right in there, which is nice. That way it's personalized to people's name. They put in their address, which is great. Now we don't have to put in our own personal mailing address. And then you just write your content. Now you can either use the things up here. You can use this box again to give you different options, like if you want to do bullets or a block quote, you can add buttons, you can add these are a little bit more complicated, but if you any of these things you want to add, if you want to add an image, you can put an image in there and you can adjust the size over here, make that bigger, smaller, crop it, whatever you want to do. You can make it so that when they click on it, it takes them to a particular link. You can do all kinds of things. You can just copy and paste your text. So let's see here. I'm just going to grab some text. I think I just said test, but I meant text. I'm just going to copy and paste some text in here. And there you go. Some text, and I could adjust this. Okay, I want this to be bullet points, not check marks. And copy and paste all of that in there. Just like any, WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get kind of thing. It's actually very, very easy. Okay, so you've gone in here and you've written everything. You add your signature block. Later, Gators. Alexa, who am I? Who am I? That's a good question. All right. Then down here in the bottom of the screen, you have a continue button. So you're going to choose. Do you want to send an email? Almost always yes. It's going to tell you who it's coming from, and then you have to pick who you want it to go to. Do you want it to go to everyone, or do you have a segment of your list? So it might be you only want to send to people that are subscribed to a particular form or particular tag or sequence, or it can be people who are within a segment. So let's say you set up a segment that is newsletter subscribers, and that way every time someone's in, you only sending it to your newsletter. We don't have any segments yet, so in the beginning it's probably going to be all subscribers, but when you get to the point of having a separate list for your newsletter subscribers and then people who came over for something else, or if you start your ARC team and you have an ARC team, you'll set those all up separately, and that is a different training event. But then you can decide down here, do you want to send this right now, or do you want to schedule it? If you want to schedule it, like I'm going to send it Monday at 10:05. I'm going to schedule that. There it is. It's scheduled in my time zone. And then you're going to hit continue. And if it will either say send now or schedule. And obviously I don't want to actually send that. So to make changes after the fact, you can edit, unschedule, or duplicate. I'm going to unschedule, and then I'm also going to hit delete. So it's pretty easy. It's just a matter of learning your audience segments and all of that. So we'll have some information on that in a future training.